I am Wakianda, and I am a multidisciplinary artist and fashion designer based here in Nairobi, Kenya. I started doing art from as young as I can remember, since I was a toddler. So the body of work emerged from other people's experiences as well as my own personal experience. The moment it became personal, I knew for a fact that I wanted to express it in my work and address it and create awareness on it. Growing up, I always knew that I am beautiful, because my mom never ceased to tell me every day that I'm beautiful, irrespective of my skin tone. But it doesn't mean I didn't see the prejudice that used to happen. I would definitely see the distinction of people's behavior towards people of lighter skin shade as opposed to a darker skin shade. I didn't realize it until when there was a time I was going for a job interview, probably 5 years ago. While my official clothes got there, the interviewee came in, lined us up, and separated us in like 2 lines. She was like, you come here, you go there, you come here. From our line, I realized light skin on one line, dark skin on the other line, and I couldn't believe what is happening here in Kenya. And from the dark skin line, they picked one who was more fair skin, and then told the rest of us to leave. And I couldn't believe what just happened. I went home questioning myself. Did I just miss a job just because of my skin shade? Just because, and not on my merit? So I went home and I questioned a lot. A few days prior, I started noticing job adverts saying light skin only. So they were very clear. So don't even bother. If you're dark skin, don't bother to go there. And that was very interesting for me. I couldn't believe it's happening here. And I remember I didn't have the proper term for what that discrimination was. Weeks later, I mean, it's like a revelation was beginning to spur up in me, because weeks later, Citizen TV was airing an expose, and they named it Burden of Beauty. I'll never forget it because it infuriated me. And it was showing a man who was spending 5,000 every month on lightening products. And he was obsessed with it. And he felt that being lighter means he was more likable, handsome, and women were also saying that now that I'm lighter, I'm beautiful. And it infuriated me the entire time, and it struck a nerve for the 3rd time because I still had my interview experience. And then there was Yvonne Okwara, who's a Citizen TV broadcaster, a very beautiful woman who happens to be dark skinned, and she was telling us her experience and the fact that on the earlier days of her career, they said she was too dark to be on television, and that they'll probably need to put a lot of light makeup for her to look more, to look presentable for them, which was really sad to hear. It was really heartbreaking, but that's the realities of what's happening. And it started getting, for me, it's continued to infuriate me every time I heard about it, and I knew for a fact that I wanted to talk about it and hear other people's experiences. I've had people who feel like it does not exist here in Kenya, who feel like it's more of a westernized culture, but yet it's here. And if you look at memes, it's like it's a normal thing to just say anything random that discriminates any darker skin shade. And I feel like it's something that needs to be addressed. People need to be aware. A conversation needs to be brought up. When you're doing such a project, for me, research is important. First of all, I learned a lot about skin. I learned why I had questions I asked myself. Why are some people darker than others? So that's the first question, basic question that anyone can ask. Why is this one darker and this one isn't? So people would say it's genes. I ended up also learning the scientific bit of it, and that is the process of melanin being created. Colorism didn't start, overnight, obviously. It has its own history, and we can go way back. The brown paper bag test, very heartbreaking one, actually, if you think about it, where they would place a brown paper bag onto entrances, and you could not enter if your skin wasn't the brown paper bag color or lighter. So if your skin was darker, you couldn't enter any privileged places. I've never been boxed into one particular medium. Any medium that inspires me is what I will work with. And technology has become one of the most intriguing mediums that I've always wanted to venture in. I do have a 3D pen, which is used for 3D doodling. It's like drawing, but 3D, in 3D, which is very interesting. Most of the work has been done with actually the 3D pen. So this works is 3D pen. Yeah. So one of the works was on skin bleaching, and I called it the bleaching metamorphosis because it actually just shows the process of skin bleaching from start to finish and the effects. So you'll see the changes. There's also work that shows like entering a closet and picking up the skin that you want. I want people to be absorbed, to get absorbed in the conversation on colorism. I want people to be aware that it is there. I want people to, I want to spark a conversation because I want people to actually talk about this and be aware because it's become so normal. I just hate seeing memes and people laughing it off like it's something to joke about, and it's not. It does affect real people.